Hello, I'm Gabriela Navarro from section 3, and this is the first journal of the second semester. First of all, regarding to my cycle planning, I had two goals, which were to improve my academic writing and vocabulary, and to be aware about the meaning, importance, and differences between AR and EP. And in order to accomplish my first goal, we were asked to write short paragraphs in which, and after these written lessons, we were supposed to receive feedback. And after I received the feedback of my cycle planning, and I think before that, I realized I've been having problems with collocations and still have them. Moreover, after receiving the feedback from the task, I realized I completely failed on the achievement of the first goal that I had, that I pointed out in the cycle planning. Last year and last semester, I thought I was improving my writing. However, while and after writing the task, I did not realize about lots of basic mistakes that I had. I have to recognize that my mistake was not asking for help while I was writing the task, and after writing it, and now I know that I must have a proofreader before delivering written work, in order to know what are the mistakes I am not realizing about. Secondly, I do not remember if I had good aspects for my task, because I don't have anything written on good aspects, but I remember that I was told I had a good organization in general on the essay, and also a good understanding of the topic, and that's the only skill that I have improved after the task. Furthermore, I wanted to refer to this unit in particular, and say that it was very helpful to know about exploratory practice, and also because I will apply this now as a student, as a teacher practitioner, and also as a future teacher, because, for example, I have been having better understanding about some situations that happen inside of the classroom in the school in which I am doing my practice, and also about some behaviors that students have sometimes. Finally, I believe that the way in which the classes are organized, and the way in which have been organized always, are a good strategy to use it in schools. However, I don't know to what extent some of these strategies could be applied inside of a classroom in our current educational context. For example, it will be very difficult to create semicircles in order to create a more participative environment with a classroom in which are 45 students, but still it can be done something about it. And one of the aspects that I would like to encourage inside of the classroom is to make students read a book and have discussions about it, as we are supposed to have during the reading seminars we are having this year, because I think that are very few schools in which students have to read an actual book in English. in the English subject. And in general, reading comprehension is not something that is deeply fostered inside of the schools. I think that's all.